season. And in Sunday's victory, Brady threw his 40th touchdown pass of the year, the second best total of his career, and the best ever total for a quarterback over the age of 40. Eric Dickerson is still with us. Eric, please give Tom a letter grade for his performance this year. It's been special, Edie.
Well, you know, before I give him his grade, I'm gonna tell you why I gave him the grade. You know, first of all, I'm grading him on the curve. You know, you have a COVID year. You had no preseason at all. He did throw over 40 touchdowns. He's top 3 in all categories. You know, a new offense, a new head coach, new players, you know, a new surrounding. They did not win the division, but they're in the playoffs. Lost to the Saints, bad the last time. Lost both games, but the last time they lost very badly. Didn't play well in prime time. But saying that to say this, not even at 43 years old, he was 23 years old. I give Tom Brady an A- on his season this year. I think he played fantastic. You know, I know he probably wanted to play a lot better, but for me, the way Tom played, and you know, right now, when you look at the quarterback position, the days of the drop back quarterback is over. The guy that stands there like a statue, those days are, you have to have a guy that can run and throw, like a Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes. That's the new age quarterback, the guy that can run on, roll out of the pocket, and also, you know, win with his legs. But for me, I have to say, through everything that Tom Brady has went through this year, the whole NFL has went through. But him moving teams, I give Tom Brady an A- on his play this year.
I gave him a B, and I told you yesterday I had given him a B for the season. I give him credit. He put up better numbers. He played absolutely better than I thought he would. But I'm not going to get carried away with 40 touchdown passes because 30 came against non-playoff teams. Tom Brady went 1-5 against teams that are in the playoffs. He threw 10 touchdowns with 9 interceptions. He was 30-3 against non-playoff teams. Now, and everybody in pro football said, Tom Brady, he's scorching hot the last month of the season. Now, let me tell you the teams that he beat the last month of the season. He played the Falcons twice. They have the 32nd ranked pass defense in the NFL, ED. He played the Minnesota...
Wait, what did they do at Kansas City?
Well, time out, Skip. I'm going to let you have your turn. They played the Minnesota Vikings, and they played the Detroit Lions. Now, Skip Bayless has little to no respect for my first cousin, Kirk Cousins. He said he's an underconfident overachiever. Now, he just had the greatest passing day this past weekend. He threw for 405 and 4 touchdowns against the Detroit Lions. Now, the Minnesota Vikings, we know how terrible that defense, and the Atlanta Falcons hung 43 points on the Minnesota Vikings defense. Let that sink in for just a second. That's what he did. Now, Tom Brady, he just lit up for 2 weeks, 2 of the last 3 weeks, the worst pass defense in the NFL. I want to know, where were those numbers against the New Orleans Saints or the Chicago Bears? Did he not play those?
Is it my turn? I can go.
Did Bruce Arians pull a Dougie P and set him out those games? Because I could have swore he played. So, for me, I'm not going to get carried away, Skip. I gave him a B. He played better than I thought he would. But I'm not getting carried away with all those touchdowns against bad teams.
My turn?
Yep.
Allow me to compliment the Rambassador for bringing true Hall of Fame wisdom to this show. Unlike the guy across the table from me, who I hear is also in the Hall of Fame, but I'm never quite sure of that. They say there's a bust up there, and on the show, he's mostly just a bust, but I don't know. The point is, Eric's point, I'm also going to go A-. I cannot defend what happened on that Sunday night against New Orleans at Tampa Bay.
What about a Thursday night?
I cannot defend the Thursday night, especially the end of the game, okay? But this went to this, 40 at age 43. And to Eric's point, I reiterate, with no preseason, really no OTAs except virtual, trying to get to know his receivers in some Tampa Bay park from which they got booted because of corona pandemic quarantine. And then there are no preseason games. He's joined the Succaneers, the worst franchise in all of sports history, winning only 30-odd% of its games. A franchise that hasn't been in the playoffs in 13 years. And he takes them to 11-5, their best record in 15 years. And he does it with 40 touchdown passes, to Eric's point, tied for second in the NFL, with 4,633 yards, which is third in the NFL, in an offense that this man, Shannon Sharp, said he will not work in. It's Bruce Arians, no risk it, no biscuit, bombs away offense. And guess what? Tom Brady led the entire league in air distance, so nobody threw it farther than Tom Brady. And nobody was more successful throwing it deep than Tom Brady. This man told me he lost arm strength. He's declined. He's lost his arm talent. I see 43 going on 23. I see the same old Tom Brady, the same old great GOAT Tom Brady.
Okay, look, can we talk about that? You said he had he threw the most deep passes, but he was 19th in completion percentage. ED, if you
that tends to happen when you throw it that deep.
Oh, so now you want to talk about ED. Let me ask you a question, ED. If you have the most rushing attempts, but you finish 19th in rush yard, is that any good, ED?
No, that ain't.
Okay, then. That's what I'm talking about. See, Skip, look, he got a good look. See, what you try to do, you're like, oh, I'm going to give him an A-. There's levels to this. Let me ask you this, Skip. When somebody says, well, he graduated early, how early? 6 months early or 2 years early? You graduated early in college, right?
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
See, I graduated early.
I thought you said you barely made it.
I'm making my point is, Skip. Let me tell you what my point is. My point is, you have something. Well, he graduating early. My brother, the valedictorian of my brother's senior class, was 15 years old. He graduated 3 years early.
Okay.
Okay. Somebody getting like 6 months early is not the equivalent. So what you're trying to do, you're trying to hype him up, throwing all these touchdowns against bad teams. I'm not gonna let you do it.
Time out. For 4 straight years on Undisputed, the Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp has tried to send Tom Brady home, saying it's over. You've got to take it home. It's done. You're done.
Well, Skip, I didn't know he was going to go to Tampa and get one of the best receiving groups in the NFL. Do you believe Tom Brady would have put those numbers up with that mess in New England?
No. Well, he knew it. That's why he said, I'm out. But at 43, have you seen him ever be much better than he was at 43? Thank you.
So is he carrying them or are they carrying him?
Oh, he's carrying them. He's taken over the team. He's changed the culture. It's the Patriot way in Tampa Bay.
So what are we going to do about Mike Evans? So how many 1,000-yard seasons did Mike Evans have?
Did he have anywhere near the numbers he had last year when he made the Pro Bowl?
No.
No. Did Godwin have it? No. Did they add Antonio Brown when they were 6-2, look like they were the best team in the league? Yes, they did.
They never looked like the best team in the league. Stop saying that.
A lot of people